Hi everybody, it's good to be with you this morning. Well, I'm back in Bethlehem. I spent 1 week in quarantine down at the Dead Sea and then 1 week in Bethlehem to get back on track after coming back to Israel. We're in difficult times and strange times. Jerusalem has just had, well, not Jerusalem, but Israel itself has just had a lockdown for quite a number of weeks. The Palestinian Authority hasn't gone into lockdown yet, but the situation is very, very difficult. There's about 40 or so cases every day on average here in Bethlehem. I think Bethlehem's getting a little bit better, but no one was really obeying the restrictions, so they had to be a lot tougher. So now we're seeing things just get a little bit better. But the situation is difficult. Bethlehem is built on tourism, and there are no tourists. Tourists can't even fly into the country at the moment. So that's causing a huge problem for many families who are caught up in the tourist industry. So people haven't been paid. My friend hasn't been paid for 8 months. He hasn't worked and he hasn't been paid. So it's very difficult. People from the UK have sent us money, so we've been able to go out and give money to people, to different families, to help and support in this difficult time of need. And that's just been amazing, just to be able to help, and very emotional as well, just to be able to give some money to someone. The problem is you have poor people here in Bethlehem. Well, now the middle income people are becoming poorer because they've lost their jobs. They were fine before, and now because they've lost their jobs, they have become poor for a while because of the virus. So we've been able to help those people and give them money and support and help them during this difficult time. We've been continuing with the radio interviews, an emphasis and a focus on the virus. So we've got one from Pastor Nihad, who's for the pastor here in Bethlehem, on YouTube. And we've got other interviews as well. We've done one about women's rights here and the difficulties that women face in this environment. Very good interview indeed. I've been able to write some reports for the Jerusalem Report, which is part of the Jerusalem Post. And that's been great. When I was in quarantine in the Dead Sea, overlooking the Dead Sea in a beautiful hotel, was looked after very well indeed. So I wrote a report about that, and that went into the Jerusalem Report. My next article to go into the Jerusalem Report is about the eye hospital in Jerusalem. I really wanted to write a really good interview about the Palestinians to go into an Israeli magazine. And when I'd done this interview with the doctor, this was the chance and the opportunity, and he said yes, he will allow it to go into the magazine. So we've wrote up what he said and everything, and we've put together an article that's going to be going out very soon, just to encourage Israelis what's going on, the good things that are happening. It's not always negative, it's not always bad, there's good things as well. So that's going to be going out very soon. Elias has came down to record many devotions, so we've had 2 new sets of devotions recorded since we've been back. He's going to be coming on Thursday and recording some smaller devotions as well. One of the good things is, because we're not really doing any schools at the moment, we've been able to focus a little bit more on the radio. So we've got more new content for the radio. So that's all been either going out or about to go out very soon. So that's where we've been able to focus. We also been visiting Sabha, seeing how she's doing, really going and blessing her. And she had her birthday just recently, so she was very excited about that. We took the youth down to have some cake and had a really good time. And we've also been involved in the young adults group as well. That seems to be growing. They've been here in my garden in Bethlehem. We've had some barbecues and games and all that sort of stuff. And we've just been doing games with them and just really having a fun time. So really pray for the work that's going on here. Pray for me. I need your prayers as well. And just pray that God would do something new and exciting here in the land of Israel.